Moscow. U.S. has effectively declared war on Russia. Moscow has accused the U.S. of declaring war on Russia by imposing international sanctions on North Korea via illegally controlling Russian ports. According to a senior senator, the passing of a U.S. bill that authorizes the U.S. Navy to control Russian ports is a clear violation of international law. The realization of this U.S. bill includes a proposed force scenario in which the U.S. Navy would conduct compulsory inspections of all ships. Such a scenario is simply unthinkable because it means a declaration of war, Senator Konstantin Kosachev said. RT.com reports the comment came shortly after the U.S. Congress approved the bill with additional sanctions against North Korea, allowing for the possible establishment of U.S. control over seaports and sea routes in the Far East, including the Russian ports of Vanino, Nakhodka, and Vladivostok. That's interesting. The bill also expands the powers of the President of the United States to impose sanctions against individuals who violate certain UN Security Council resolutions. The bill has to be passed by the U.S. Senate and signed by the U.S. President himself to come into force, and Kosachev expressed hope that this would never happen. The senator emphasized that no one had given the United States official powers to enforce the UN Security Council resolution on North Korea, and said that Washington is trying to establish the primacy of U.S. laws over international laws. Russian lower house lawmakers also described the fresh U.S. motion as a threat to global security, warning that Russia would be forced to undertake reciprocal measures if the bill passed into law. The deputy chairman of the State Duma Committee for Defense and Security, Franz Klintsevich, said that the possibility of external control over Russian seaports was out of the question. But the mere fact that the U.S. lawmakers were discussing the proposal was definitely a hostile act. He added that it was extremely unlikely that the U.S. motion would force North Korea to change its course. What immediately draws attention is the list of nations that where U.S. congressmen want to have special control over seaports, he said. These are Russia, China, Iran, and Syria. The United States is again trying to expand its jurisdiction all over the globe. It is as if they were telling Russia, China, Iran, and Syria that these nations are suspects in crime, which is nonsense according to international law. Another deputy head of the same committee, Andrew Krasov, said that the bill will face an appropriate response from Russia should it be passed. The U.S. administration will receive a symmetrical, adequate response to any unfriendly steps towards Russia and our allies. In any case, no U.S. ship will enter our waters, Krasov was quoted as saying by RIA Novosti. Last week, Russia expressed support for a Chinese initiative at the UN Security Council aimed at resolving the ongoing crisis on the Korean Peninsula. The draft resolution proposes that North Korea refrain from missile and nuclear testing, and that the United States and South Korea undertake not to hold any military exercises in the region. In addition, Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Gennady Gatilov has urged Washington and Seoul to reconsider their decision to put the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense THAAD system on the Korean Peninsula, warning that it will serve as a, quote, destabilizing factor in the region. Wow. Yeah, in one sense, you know, who are we in the U.S. to say we're taking over this area and that area without the proper authority? I mean, really? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching.